What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Planet Cyrene. For those joining us for the first time, we are doing 30 days, 510 ped per video of tree harvesting. This is day 4. Today we have more news about the dynamic map, my 3 biggest loots, and a few interesting pieces of information about tree harvesting. But before we get too far into the video, we are with the Tanhawk Lumberjack Zin Human. We've been able to develop your harvesting technology on Cyrene that even you can use. You can get one from your human trade terminals. I can remotely track your collectibles from here. If you collect 10,000 points worth, I'll give you a random decoration or upgraded harvesting tool blueprint. Are you ready? Cool, I'm in. May as well take the weekly, because you can do this mission once a week if you are going to be harvesting. Now, with this mission, small trees will give you the most points, huge will give you the least. It's based off the amount of wood you collect, not the trees you harvest. Bringing up the dynamic maps, I was talking about them in my previous video. I got a couple comments in the last video from the Cyrene dev team. Here's what was said. The Cyrene official Shauna, we haven't forgotten about the dynamic maps. It's something we are still very interested in doing and haven't given up on the idea of it. That is pretty cool to hear, to be honest. I would be very interested in a Cyrene map that got upgraded and new things unlocked as you progress in certain areas. Also got a comment from Planet Cyrene YouTube. Shauna beat me to it, so let me expand on this a little more. Firstly, I just want to say that wow, what a great video and kind words. I really appreciate it. To talk about the dynamic map a little bit, basically it became quite difficult to incorporate the unlocking that we wanted to do in a way that felt meaningful for players. Furthermore, the implementation also felt clunky and wasn't something we thought was done in the best way with the players in mind through ease of use and able to be understood. However, this isn't an idea we want to give up on. I feel having a living world that you can affect change on is important, especially for MMORPGs like this one. But it needs to be done in a way that feels cohesive with the planet and players as a whole and not a third-party sort of add-on, which I completely agree with. Very detailed response, and I really appreciate it both from the Cyrene devs. It just goes to show that they are paying attention to what the players want, and going forward I have no worries, as they have Cyrene's best interest at heart. Now I want to apologize for the amount of time it took for me to get this video out. As you can see by the short clip, I was only doing huge trees, but after about 3 days of that, I found that I was slowly going insane, so I reverted back to the old system of cutting anything and everything I seen. But for the small period of time, I did do only trees, and it did pay off in the end. We'll see those results here shortly. So a few things that I did find interesting is the tree harvester. It shows 100% success rate, although there is times, as you can see here, that there is harvestable attempts with no usable resources. So if it's 100% success rate, then you shouldn't have attempts that fail. If you start cutting a tree, don't stop, because it will still disappear. If I go up to a tree, cut it once, and walk away, that tree won't be there when I get back. As you can see by right here, I'll go cut the one attempt, and I'm going to run away before you can see me cutting any more, and watch, that tree will still disappear. So just to let you know, if you do try to cut a tree, make sure you have enough on your TT value that you are not going to have to leave that tree. Also, resource gathering apparently has no hidden skills, so when you get to level 30, you still have nothing to look forward to. Now for the top 3 biggest loot. Number 3. As you can see, we're in this different area of Cyrene tree cutting. Over by Nagu Mountain, there is a ton of trees with no mobs. I haven't seen anybody over there, but it has just been a huge amount of trees to cut. The first time I went over there, there was huge trees everywhere. But as you can see, there's the loot right there. Moonleaf 0.24, wood shavings 4.08 for a total of 4.32 TT. Number 2. Near the same spot, just at the back, you can see we're near those red molten crystals. We got a total of 6.49. Look at the 6.19 there out of wood shavings. quite a decent amount for one tree. The multiplier on that would be, it's huge because it only uses 10 peck to cut one tree. Number 1. Right next to the teleporter, we're going to go for this large tree. And I was not expecting the loot that would come with it. Not too far away, you can still see the buildings within a stone's throw. And look at that, 7.31 wood shavings. That is a huge drop. 7.56 ped off of the one tree. If you can be the closest avatar to my highest loot in the next video, you will win yourself an LRS1X1 or an Ozpinchon, your choice. Comment below what you think the highest loot will be for the next video, if you think it'll be a global or not. Let's find out. Day 4, 1080 ped used. Here's the loot. Short moonleaf board, 490 ped. Wood shavings, 223 ped. Moonleaf board, 262. Long moonleaf board. I have some that sold on the auction, and I have bids on the auction right now. So on the auction we have 31.68 TT. There's a bid for 49 ped, which is 154% markup. It's on right now. Then we've sold 32.76 at 134%, equaling 44 ped. Our total TT value is 1041.73 ped, which equals a 96.43% return. Total value with sold longboard loot is 1075.07 ped, which equals a 99.54% return. Pretty good overall. Let's get to the skills. Skills are as follows. You can see we've gained 1,870 points overall. Our resource gathering has taken quite a number. Genetics, 155 points up. Perception, we've only gained 7 points, but that's 7 more. Botany, we've gained 225 points. Zoology, 179. Alertness, 7 points. Geology, 81. Athletics, only 2 points on athletics. Analysis, 247 points, and overall our animal looter has gone up 1/4 of a level, which is pretty good. I feel that, well, almost 1/4, but that's still pretty good considering we've used 1,000 ped. My level is at 45.93 when we started, now it's at 46.17. Decent increase for sure. I'm happy with the skill gains. Now on top of all this and the loot, we also got quite a bit of finds worth of fruit and stone. As you can see the list here, over 1,000 fruits found and 410 stones, which is a decent find on top of all the ped. If you factor in the stones along with what we could get, I didn't sell any short moonleaf or wood shavings yet, but with that and the fruit would definitely be over 100% if it sells. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and keep an eye out for day 5. I'll see you in the next one.